Hey guys, welcome back to Tactical Expedition. Today I want to show you the difference between the guide rods of 2011. Originally started with the STI and they transitioned their company name to Staccato. This is the STI Tactical 5. All the guns are unloaded at this point. And this is their original, more budget law enforcement gun, 5-inch DVC competition grips here. So then after they switched over to Staccato, this is the Staccato P, which is a 4.4-inch, say, law enforcement edition. I don't use this as a duty gun now, so I placed the RMR HD because that's not approved yet. And a lot of the viewers talk smack about me putting a cheaper Amazon brand flashlight, so I installed the X300 Ultra here. And this is my duty gun, beautiful. This is a Staccato XC, the best gun I ever had. I'm sure there's a lot of different brands, but you cannot use it on duty for my work, and I don't buy any guns I cannot use for duty except SIG MPX. That's the only gun. It comes with a compensator and everything's blacked out, even the guide rod. There was a viewer about 10 videos ago when I was filming other Staccato related videos. He commented on my video that Staccato P and Staccato XC, the disassembly process is exactly same. I kept trying to explain to him that is not the case, it's different, but he kept putting me down that I don't understand guns. Now I'm making video for him so he can gain some knowledge of the guns. I don't know what he was talking about. If you didn't know, there's difference between same Staccato brand. To take the gun apart, you gotta watch this video because obviously some people didn't know. And all three guns have guide rod. So when they first made this gun from STI, it was sensational because it's double stack. You can put like 18+1 or 22+1, something like that, from the factory. And it's same shooting fundamentals as 1911, but you just carry more rounds and there was less malfunction. So it was an amazing gun. To clean it, you have to lock it back with the slide stop. That was the guide rod. If you don't know how to take 1911 or 2011 apart, that little notch there has to line up with that notch here, just like that. Okay, but I'm muscling it right now because if I let go, it just goes forward. Spring tension. So that's what stops the spring tension. To make the users take the gun apart easier, STI and Dawson Precision made reverse plug retention clip. Some people use a paper clip, but I wanted to not or scratch any of my guns. So I purchased this. It looks like a paper clip. So you need this type of tool to relieve the spring tension. So first thing you have to do is, if you look close, right there behind, there's a hole. Okay. So right now it is on. That's what reverse plug retention clip does. You release the spring tension by releasing the slide stop. And now there's no spring tension. Look at that. That is holding on to the spring tension. That's what's originally designed to do. Look, it goes easy, back and forth. Now, without any effort, you go back and forth, align to that notch, push this thing in, right, and grab that out. Okay, you remove the slide, it comes apart, and the spring is compressed. Carefully take the spring out. Don't release the spring tension unless you want to clean it here. But I usually just wipe it down and put this back. That's what holds the spring tension right now. Slowly, carefully put it in. Have the notch exposed because you have to make that hole go into there. So that is more difficult part. So push it in a little bit. Okay, now it's lined up. Luckily, it's perfect right now. Let's push this from the back. Okay. Not all the way. Turn it upside down. And again, no spring tension right now because this clip is still holding on to it. Push it to that notch, that opening. Push it in upwards, but don't scratch your slide. Just like that. It went in. Then you push all the way back, muscle it, and put the spring tension with a slide stop. You stop the spring tension with a slide stop again. Now, you can take this clip off, easy, like that. You guide this forward, rack it 3 times, check the chamber, then trigger test. Okay. This is known as just a regular 5-inch guide rod, and you can see the hole there. But some inventor at Staccato or Dawson Precision invented toolless guide rod. So lock it to the back. There's spring tension right now. The toolless guide rod is little button there. To access it easier, I'll remove the, you don't have to, but this makes it easier. So this is a, see, there's a spring tension here also. Push that in all the way and then release the slide stop. See, this toolless guide rod captured that spring tension. So now it goes back and forth easy, and align it to that notch like that and push the slide stop from the back. It comes out a little bit. Take this out. Same process. Take it out. Slowly move it. So this time, this is the toolless guide rod. Look at this. Genius design. I know you can just take it off without this, activating this, but that's why they made this. So why not use it? And it makes it much easier to take it off. So again, place it just like that. Make sure this hole aligns with that hole there. That's the hardest part. Grab the slide stop from the back, push it in just a little bit and turn it. So spring tension is still not there because this thing is holding on to the spring tension. So make sure that notch is all the way back, align with your entry. Then you lock it to the back with a slide stop. Now this automatically disengaged. If you push it back, it will go back. Re-engage it, slide stop, push this button, release this. Now it goes back and forth freely. User that I had who was arguing with me said to take it apart is exactly same process. It's exact same gun. And I told him no, it is completely different gun. So chamber check, it's empty. So let's lock it to the back. Even though this comes with the toolless guide rod, because of this, I cannot access it. See, I cannot press that in unless I use a tool to press it down, and it's gonna scratch up the front, right? That's the difference. Look carefully, there's a huge difference. Man, I had to make this stupid video so I can educate you. My gosh. And you argued with me like 10 comments. But anyway, so you cannot get to that. So right now there's a lot of spring tension. I just have to hold on to it like that. Find the notch. See, if I let go, it will go forward. But I'm muscling it to find the notch. So press the bottom. Take the slide stop off. Still a lot of tension. Just let it guide forward. Take it off. There's a spring tension. It can fly out. So be careful. Now you have to muscle that in and press that button to engage. It's slightly different than that one, but it's same concept. You push that button to engage. Now this toolless guide rod is holding on to the spring tension. Finally, that's when it's engaging. So that's the huge difference between the P and the XC. So again, make sure that hole is visible and make sure it aligns with this hole. And like I said, that's the most difficult part, putting the hole together. It is there, so push it in from the back. A little awkward, but that's now is perfect. So rotate it slowly. There's no spring tension now because the guide rod is holding on to that spring. So I found the notch again, down and slightly up. Now if you push the slide back, this will disengage. Okay, it's disengaged, so now it will go to the front like that. So cycle 3 times. Chamber check. Trigger check. I do it 3 times. Okay, perfect. That's the difference between STI Tactical 5 with just the guide rod. You need reverse plug retention clip, or you can use a paper clip. For Staccato P, you have a toolless guide rod, which just works perfectly by pinching it. Staccato XC with a toolless guide rod, but you have to take off the slide by muscling it, then engage the toolless guide rod later on. So this is the most difficult one. I mean, it's all easy, but still, that's how you do it. But I think that viewer was talking about, like, you know, it's easy. You just push this down, chamber check, you muscle it here, just grab it like this, right? Take that off and just take it apart, right? Then all 2011s and 1911s are the same. You can all do it that way. It defeats the purpose of those guide rod designs. So even that has a hole so you can put these retention pin. This one has, you can pinch it, and this one also. But just because of the compensator, the finger cannot get in there. I'm sure you guys all knew that, but hopefully he learned something today, because he was arguing with me. Hopefully you guys learned something if you are not familiar with the 1911 platform. And if you did, just another reminder how to take it off and on. Please subscribe, like my videos, and I'll come back with the next one. Thank you for viewing my video, and see you on the next one.